we all have to take at some stage in our life, but with one big difference. Our central player will be making those decisions under the scrutiny of the banker and being witnessed by millions of you at home. Are we now going to see the £250,000 won for the very first time? It's out there somewhere in our 22 identical boxes. You can see it on the game board. It's there along with 1p, 10,000, 15,000, 50,000. Big sums of money, life-changing sums of money. And now the opportunity for one of these 22 players to take on the banker and hopefully change their fortunes right at the end of 2005. Let's find out who is playing Deal or No Deal. And it's going to be Max. Take the long walk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's very different to arrive here from over there, and it's been a long wait. How many shows have you seen?
Show 23.
Probably beginning to think you weren't going to be called.
Do you know what I predicted? Show 23. So, never know.
Oh, hang on. We've got no way of proving that, of course. But I have been told, and you've brought a book with you, I've been told you've been keeping a meticulous record of every single show that you've participated in.
It's panned out exactly right. As you can see, I can prove it to you that I said today was the day. Because there we go.
That is uncanny.
It is. So, there we go.
OK. Max Freeman from Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire.
That's correct.
Managing director of a light haulage company. Doesn't believe in fate or destiny, but he believes in the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
What's that?
Butterfly effect, chaos theory. If a butterfly flaps its wings in South America, that's why we've got snow in Bristol. It all has an effect. Everything has an effect.
You say that with a confidence that the banker is going to find quite unsettling.
I don't mind, in many degrees, how the banker feels about me. I'm here to play the game. I'm going to shed a load of money.
3 quick questions.
Certainly.
Wool or synthetic?
Wool.
Caviar or baked beans?
Baked beans.
Marks and Spencer or Harrods?
Marks and Spencer.
Right, OK. I've been looking forward to this moment, Max. You've played a really good game for your friends, and now this one is for you.
Yep.
It's all yours. There is only one preliminary, and that is to get your confirmation that before the show, you chose this box at random.
I can confirm that I chose that box at random.
Number 12, you chose. It was sealed by the independent adjudicator who seals all of the boxes and is the only individual who knows where the money is. Max, it's your show, it's your game. I'm ready to start whenever you want. You know it's 5 in the first round.
Yep.
Over to you.
Can I just let the banker know something?
Yeah.
23 shows, never had the $250,000 in my box. Statistically, Terry...
22 to 1.
There you go. I just wanted to throw that into the mix.
On we go, Max. Come on, enjoy this, have fun, make it memorable in your life.
First box, Alan, number 14.
Alan, thank you. Would you please immediately open box 14, and we do not want to see the £250,000. £1. Thank you. Lovely. Lovely to see such a low number. 4th lowest number is now out of the game. We now know with overwhelming certainty there isn't a £1 in your box. Could be 1p,
Yep.
but there isn't a £1 in the box.
That's OK, then. Gavin, number 6. You cannot have £250,000 3 times in 4 shows.
Definitely not.
Open. Well, sorry, that's your line.
Is that what it would be?
Yep.
You simply can't. Of course you can, but you simply can't. Please open box number 6. And he hasn't. It's a red, but it's the lowest of the right-hand side. So far, perfectly balanced.
Yep.
One from each side.
Everybody always has one bad round at least. They always have one bad round.
Yeah.
I'd like my bad round to be this one. Irene, 21.
Thank you. Shocks
And
away.
feel free to make this a bad round for him. That's the invitation. 20,000.
Okay.
Okay? Yes?
That's okay. That's okay.
Good?
Definitely okay.
You've got the power block, as we call it, on the right-hand side, the big influencer, 35,000 upwards.
I will be totally honest with my strategy, and do you want to come and see how it works, or do you want to know my theory behind it?
I'm very interested. I'm only worried
Yeah.
about the banker knowing too much about this.
The banker knows it's not a problem.
Okay?
It's actually not a problem.
So
Basically, I've just tracked blues and reds, like a roulette wheel. Yep.
this is what he's done. Talk us through this.
Well, these are the people, but obviously the people change. The positions don't.
Yep.
So the one given is those positions that all the people are standing in. Louise, say, for example, was over there before. She'd been there 100 times, 50 times it would have been red, 50 times it would have been blue.
It is a very interesting theory, and I love it.
I tell you what, at the end of the day, I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in lucky numbers. I don't have lucky numbers. My daughter's 6, my son's 5. I'm not going to save that to the end. So this is a framework for my game. It just helps me pick my boxes, and that's all it's
Okay,
about.
well, good. Well, so far, you've taken out 2 of the reds,
Yep.
but not 2 damaging reds. So following your formula, where do we go now?
Arlette, 13.
Arlette, would you please open 13? Which, of course, he now expects to be low.
It is.
And it is. There is a man sitting about 100 feet from you at the moment who is worried.
Good. That's
Simply
fine.
because we are in unknown territory. Nobody has played the game this way. Go on.
Pat, 17.
Wow. Pat, could you please open box 17? 35,000.
It's all right.
Your power block is down to 4.
It could have been a lot worse.
You're comfortable.
Yeah, the $250,000 controls the game. The longer I keep that there, the stronger position I'm in.
Yep.
I'm Luke Skywalker to Lee's Obi-Wan Kenobi. So he must be Darth Vader. I've been saving that line.
He has a horrible way of talking sometimes that might explain that he does wear a mask. Good afternoon to you. Yes, indeed. Cool. You've taken us to a different place here. He's saying that your reference to the chaos theory and the butterfly effect, he claims, is confused, and that's not what the chaos theory is about. The summary, the end point of everything he whittled on about, is that he believes there's next to nothing in this box, and therefore he makes you an opening offer of £1,400.
Well, that's what the math says on the board, isn't it? £1,400.
But I have to do the
course.
£1,400 deal or no deal.
No deal.
No, right, okay. Fascinating. We've got plenty of places to go, from 15,000 downwards, really. Next 3.
Yep. I've picked them out already. So, Lindsay, number 10.
Lindsay, welcome to Max's system.
Good luck, Max.
Cheers, Tom.
100,000.
No system's foolproof. I predicted I'll get it right 2 out of 3 times.
You run a haulage company. You don't sell life insurance, do you?
No. It's quite grand saying I run a haulage company. I'm a glorified man and van driver, Noel.
Are you really?
Yeah, I set up about 18 months ago, doing trips to the south of France. So I'm not really I'm managing director. but all I manage is me.
I think that is fantastic. The banker, on the other hand, is going, yippee! I thought the guy was running a fleet of 100 trucks up and down the country.
Yeah.
Max the van man.
That's
OK. If you don't mind me saying, I love the system, but at the moment it's looking decidedly dodgy.
It's a $250,000 controls game. We know that. And I haven't had it in 23 games.
Yeah, so it's there.
23rd game.
Silly me. Right, we might as well continue, obliterate everything else and just leave the $250,000.
Box 2, David.
Box 2. Dave?
Good luck, Max.
All right.
10,000.
That's good.
We live with that. OK.
Good.
This one, then we talk to the man again.
Jerry, number 4.
Jerry, if this is the $250,000, his system irretrievably breaks down. Did I say break?
I think you did know.
We'll be back after the break. You'll be back after the break. I guarantee it.
Want to text when you're near your limit? At Lloyds TSB, you can set your own text alerts.
If you still need to grab a few more prezzies, TK Maxx have deliveries to your store every day, right up to Christmas Eve, and all for up to 60% less.
Start the Christmas hop.
Welcome back to a very, very unusual game of Deal or No Deal. I think it can best be summarised as the battle of two systems. The banker, as we know, has a very sophisticated system that allows him to work out the offers that he makes to each player. He also has an impeccable record of exactly how the boxes were opened. A slightly less sophisticated system has been introduced by Max, but it does show a depth of thinking which we haven't had before in terms of a formula. This has to be a low box. It has to be a low number. Jerry, please open box number 4.
Good luck.
Yes. A lot of options down that side.
I said everybody has a bad round. That was mine. 35 and 100.
Yeah.
That was my bad round.
The extra factor that we have in this game is that there's a banker who can't take the chance that this is bunkum, because he wants to buy your box for as little as possible. And that's the added ingredient. Thanks. I'm enjoying this.
Good.
Hello. Oh, you're enjoying it as well. Good, good. You have confidence in your chaos theory. You may have confidence in your highly sophisticated IT system. Fact of the matter is, you're actually, when it comes to probability and the random numbers, in no stronger position than Max is. So what is your offer? Oh, he is still convinced that you have next to nothing in this box, and he is only going up now to £3,000.
The last two offers, I think, have been quite odd, in so much that I think he's trying to say to me, I'm going to try and make you go all the way, I'm going to try and break you.
I think what he's trying to get you to do is what a number of people who have come with different strategies have done, which is change the plan after a while. He wants you to move off that because he has no more knowledge than you do as to whether it's going to be right.
I'm not changing my mind about any boxes, and I'm not dropping my strategy. End story.
You've laid out your stall, so deal or no deal?
No deal.
The banker has met a formidable foe. 3 boxes.
Robbie, number 20.
Robbie. 50,000.
Still lots of blues to hit.
2.
Yep.
2, and then we get the next engagement with the man with the other system.
Come on, let's go. 18, Liz.
He says it firmly and directly, Liz.
Absolutely.
Open
I
box
hope it's
18,
good.
please.
I hope it's good for you.
Thank you, darling.
75,000.
Could have done without that.
There is now the horrific prospect that you were wrong about the last round, which was your bad round.
I think I was.
That this one is the catastrophic round, and you are going to take $250,000 with the third box. Max, where are you going?
Well, I'm going to stick with my original thought, which is box number 5.
So you're adhering to your system, but we're in dangerous territory, and this really could be the $250,000.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, Nick, would you please open box number 5? 3,000. Where do you think he's going to come with the offer?
I suspect he'll want me to play on.
Oh, yeah.
So, less than £5,000.
Why would he want you to play on?
Go one more round, take the chance, knock the $250,000 out, and then he's laughing.
I think he's waiting to see whether you do dump the system. It's actually quite courageous to stick to a system that is producing results like this.
Yep. But I've always said the $250,000 controls the game, controls the offer.
And I've always said, I can't wait for the show where somebody wins $250,000. The only person who would have that confidence is somebody who relentlessly adhered to a system. Now that's a fascinating thought. Hello. Yeah. It was kind of the chaos theory taken to a new extreme. That is so unpleasant. He said, 2 weeks ago, a butterfly flapped its wings in Beijing, and today your game has fallen apart. Yeah, go on. Okay. He's making a prediction. You are going to go home now with £6,000.
Because I thought it was going to be.
Because you haven't got very much in that box.
£6,000 is a good sum of money, you know, it would help. But I feel I can squeeze another deal. And while the $250,000's there, I'm still in play.
If your system is actually right, because no system in the world is foolproof, and this has had some downers, but it's long overdue to kick in and take you back again. If it's right, you are more likely than any person who has sat in that chair to walk away with $250,000. Max?
Yes.
Deal or no deal?
No deal.
To win or lose, make or break game, it's a $250,000 game. Am I the only one who is feeling really nervous about this game? You know where you're going, you've selected the numbers, next 3. It is quite simple, so for once I'm not going to repeat it.
Number 9, Miguel.
Miguel, please open box number 9.
Good luck, Max.
Cheers.
Hope it's a blue.
1p. 1p. The second one in this round.
16, Mumtaz.
Mumtaz, welcome to the game. Big responsibility for a new player. Would you please open box 16? 10p. Third and final box before the next offer. Which box?
Jenna, number 1.
Jenna. Jenna, would you please remove the seal? And I will just remind people that it is absolutely vital that we do not see the $250,000. It will mean that Max's system has turned. And it could mean the system is strong enough to make him our first ever £250,000 winner. The first part of the answer will come after the break. This is a unique show. This is an extraordinary deal or no deal, in that we have never had a player before, like Max, who has monitored every single game that he has watched while standing over there, and his system is now up against the banker. You both might think you've got infallible systems, but there are two fallible men fighting this out. This must not be a £250,000. 500.
That's 2 blues and 1 red, didn't I?
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm happy the $250,000 didn't go, obviously.
If you go on to the end of the next round without touching the $250,000, you will be very pleased with the offer you get from him. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating game. Our final game in 2005 is not disappointing. Hello. He is reiterating that you have nothing of any value in that box. He is once again wanting me to confirm that you appreciate he thinks your system is rubbish. But he's offering you £17,000 now. £17,000.
17 grand is a big offer at this stage.
Yep.
For the state of the board, let's say the $250,000.
There's only one figure bigger.
Exactly. Terry, if I was to keep the $250,000 and I played on, what deal could I get?
If you played on,
Played
there's
on.
only 5 numbers left.
Yep.
He would have to go to win the 40s.
£17,000. Will it make you walk? Possibly.
In my head, if I go on, 17,000 should become actually closer to 50,000, considering he offered me 17,000. But he has flipped it occasionally, and it's not been as high as you were expecting. So that's what's going through my head. It is that worth the risk? That's what's popping through my head now.
Just imagine, £5 and 250,000 is left. And he knows you have a system that's got you to that position.
Yeah.
And the system appears to be working. Will it carry you through one more round? £17,000. £250,000 could be here. Max. £17,000, deal or no deal? £17,000?
No deal.
Wow, that was great. Okay, righty-ho. We said all along it was a £250,000 game, and we knew we were up against a player who had brought an extra dimension to deal or no deal, a clarity of thinking we've not seen before, We all hope, Max, it's about to be rewarded. 3 boxes that do not reveal where the £250,000 is. First box.
OK, it's going to be Jules. She's had the £250,000 twice in 8 games. It's highly unlikely to have it 3 times.
Julie, please open box number 22.
Good luck, Max.
Cheers, darling.
15,000. OK. It has to be on your side now, Max.
And number 7. She had the £250,000 3 games ago.
And we are all willing this not to be. 250. One more.
At the moment, I'm pondering between Jill and Michael. Michael, number 3. Actually, I'm not going to look. I'll look away. You lot will tell me.
I'll look even if you can't.
No.
Michael, would you simply open box number 3 and make us all ecstatically happy? Yes! 5,000! 5,000!
You're an absolute star.
Oh, now where are we going? You said at the beginning of the show that you were due the £250,000 in that box.
Yeah, I did.
In the context of the game you have created, you have peanuts or potentially a banquet.
No. I love my wife and my children more than anything. And I would struggle to live with myself if I hadn't taken 17 grand, yeah? But I believed in that system. I believed it all the way along.
Funny game, isn't it? Brings out a cocktail of emotions.
Tell me about it.
This is really going to be interesting. And now what have you got to say? He wants you to go. He regards this position as a coin flip. We said all along, from about 3 rounds in, it was an all-or-nothing game. He would like to buy a box that could have a 5 for £30,000.
He knows I'm in a really tight position. I have no breathing space. I don't have a fallback position at all. I've been fortunate to keep the £250,000. And it's not the offer I thought I'd get. I thought I'd at least double it.
Has he broken you?
I don't think I've got the £250,000. Jenny's got it in her box. Box number 8.
If you are so certain it's there, all you have to do
is get rid of those 3, yeah. According to my law, it's there.
You possibly will never have a chance again to win a £250,000.
Oh, God, yeah, I know that.
£30,000, deal or no deal?
That's a deal now. That's to save my life. Thanks so much, Marvin. That's to save my life. Yeah? Yeah. Really? It's a good job. Fucking job. To create something for my wife and my children. Now, I can do things for Kathy and the kids, and my mum, and my business, and that means a lot. That means an absolute world. I trusted the system, and it worked. It worked, Terry. I trusted my system, and it worked.
Spend the money wisely.
Oh,
congratulations on a great Wow. I have to say, when you turned down 17,000, I'm glad at that point I didn't know how much you needed the money. That would have been doubly frightening. So now, your £30,000, Max, for you, Kathy and the kids, is safe and secure.
Yep.
We now want you to find the $250,000 to prove a great deal at the right time.
Box 8.
Box 8. He said all along, it's there. Jenny, would you open the $250,000, please?
Oh. Yeah, let's go bin now. I can scrap it now.
Isn't it fantastic? If you'd said no deal, that would have been ideal.
Yep.
Next one.
Terry, 11.
Open box 11, please, Terry. No, it's not. So far, the banker is laughing. You dealt too soon, unless this box has got the $250,000.
Box 15, Marie.
We want to see the $250,000, Marie. We really, really want to see it right now. No! And now, Max, we're at the scenario which I painted about 3 rounds ago, that the man with the system, faced with a low number and the $250,000, would produce an offer of unparalleled magnitude.
Can I hear it? Can I hear it? Do you mind?
I have to ask him if he's willing to talk to you.
That's fine. I don't... Yeah, it's fine.
Hello. Okay. I don't know what it is. There it is. Make sure you tell everyone.
Good. Thank you very much.
What would it have been at this point?
He said £11. Oh, no, £110,000.
£110,000. Have you had the $250,000 all along? You said you were due...
I know.
You said you were due to have it. The $250,000 is either there, or you've done something very canny, and you've actually sold a £10 box for £30,000. So, at £110,000, would you have dealt or no deal?
I can say this now. No deal.
Exactly.
I need to know. Need to know.
We all need to know. This is the big moment. Were we so close to somebody winning the $250,000 because you actually had it here all the time? You dealt £30,000.
Yep.
One deal too soon.
Yep.
You could have had 110,000.
Yep.
Could you have had a $250,000? No! £10. You sold a box with £10 for £30,000. Let's see where it was all along. Jill had it.
Do you want to know something?
Was there.
Do you want to know something? I ummed and ahed over Jill's box. That place hasn't had $250,000 for God knows how long.
Max, you've given us a very, very unusual game. And the little bit of extra, the thought that the $30,000 is going to be spent to give you and your family extra security, makes me very happy.
Good.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mark.
And Max, well, we know he's going to enjoy the $30,000. That's going to set him up brilliantly next year. And that's when we're back. We're not on tomorrow, we're not on Sunday. But I'll be back on Monday with a New Year edition of Deal or No Deal. I think you'll be there. Happy New Year to you.